So today's title by Pramod is Unknown Neighbor. Pramod is currently serving as a director at Cypherase Technologies. His hobbies include practicing Carnatic music and violin, reading, learning, and exploring new things. He's also a certified hypnotherapist, Silva trainer, Tai Chi leader, Heal Your Life workshop leader, and holds an MA in psychology. We welcome you, Pramod. Over to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Ranjita. Am I audible?
Yeah.
Okay, the unknown neighbor. This is a story which happened in 2012. I was just 4 years into my work. I started my work in 2007. 2007, yeah, 5 years into my work. And everyone has a chaddi dost. If you know what it means, it's a person whom kind of he's there, he or she is there from 10th standard and all the way till when you're working also, you're still in touch. And I had this person, his name was Kiran. I mean, he's still there. His name is Kiran. And he was doing malarial research. He was a he studied biotech. I went into engineering. I mean, we both joined the same college, but somehow he ended up doing biotech, and I just did not do the admission. I told that I am doing my admission, but I mean, my parents joined me in a different college, the Yale of Karnataka, Yelamadasappa Institute of Technology. And 4 years later, to the 2012, he invited me. I am doing this PhD, and my PhD is on malaria. And Mangalore is a endemic city for malarial research. A lot of researchers for malaria, they go to the city of Mangalore to do that research. And he was stationed there for I think 2 years, and it was already 6 7 months. And he kept telling me, come, 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 I have my own house. When he and two more research students doing PhD in one of the hospitals in Mangalore. I was not very keen, but because my native is also Mangalore, but I have not been to the city of Mangalore. Right? It's just that I was just passing through Mangalore, not stayed in that city. So this time I thought, okay, maybe I can stay there. There are no relatives in the city of Mangalore, so I can just stay with him for some time. And I went there, and we just explored Mangalore. We went to the beaches. We went to few temples. Couple of days, I think Pabbas was also one of the must visit place in Mangalore. So he took me to this ice cream parlor, very famous ice cream parlor. So we went there. Few more famous places in Mangalore. And he was staying in a third floor of a 3-storied house. The ground floor was the owner. First floor, I think, two more tenants, and second floor and third floor. He was in the topmost floor, and next to his house was one more house. And it was when I came there, it was locked. So I thought maybe they would have gone outside or something. I don't know. I did not think about it too much. And what used to happen is, since he was into research, he had to go out in odd times during the day. So probably early morning he has to go. There is some assay or some preparation that he needs to do in the lab, and go midnight, probably sometimes maybe late nights. I mean, I did not bother it too much because he was doing his work. It was not that he was on a holiday. But when you're doing a research, you get ample time in between to do other things. And one evening, we went to this Mangala Devi temple. Mangalore, the name Mangalore comes from Mangala Devi temple in central Mangalore. So we went to that temple in the evening, 7:30 or something. while returning, there was a small place, like a mandir of a, a daiva in the sense a deity called Koragajja. And now more people know about it, but that time only Mangaloreans knew about it. I mean, only the people of coastal region knew about Koragacha. So I just went there. There was a little bit of, I think, kumkum or something. I just took it. I put it in a paper, and we both came back. We had our dinner around 8:39, and 9 o'clock she said, I need to go out to the hospital. I need to get some research samples I'm preparing. I need to just see what is the status of those assays. Yeah, I mean, that is what they call it, assays. I need to check the status of it. I said, okay. I mean, 2 3 days he has gone like that. But this time it was more, I think 9:39, 9:30. After 9:30, he was going. Are you okay? I mean, it is a safe place, but are you okay? If you can you stay alone? I said, I don't have any fear. I mean, why I should be scared? That was my first question. And typical to that region, all the houses are not next to each other. It is every house is probably 50 to 100 meters from each other. And particularly, I felt a bit strange. Why is he asking? Probably he thinks it is just a lonely house, and I get scared of it. So I said, no, I'm fine. Anyway, I'm tired. I'll just sleep. It was 9:30 or 10, and usually when a coastal weather, you would like to sleep early because it is very hot. And he left. And in that house, that time, even the other two research students, I think they had gone to their native or something. So it was only him and I. Then he left. I had kept this kumkum near the window of uh, my room. It was on the third floor. And towards my back, it was a long, big open field. And it was quite dark. It is kind of a town, but quite dark place behind the house. And in that time, after he left, I think I had dozed off, and I started hearing noises of, hi. I think there is a cat. Yeah, started hearing noises. Well, and that noise is something that I heard it 2 days before, also 2 3 days before. Someone is talking, and someone is cooking something in the kitchen. So I thought it is the next neighbor who they might be doing something. And for some reason, I felt, I don't know what it was. It was probably more like an intuition or something. Near the window of the house, it led to that open field, the dark open field. I felt something somewhat strange. It was not very safe. Although I am in a third floor, I don't know. It was something was not right. So what I did is I had kept this kumkum somewhere this side, and I just kept that kumkum near the window. And suddenly, this neighbor's house, there was a lot of comment. It was something like this. All the vessels are falling, and they are trying to pick it up. And it did not bother me. It was for a few seconds. There was a loud noise. Then I just thought, I mean, they are doing something over there. I don't know what it was. And again, I had dozed off. In between, again, maybe 10:30, 11:30. So in between the intervals, I could hear them screaming, shouting, doing some noises. And I used to again go back to sleep. 12:30, I heard a knock on the door. Then I went there and opened the door. It was my friend. Said, sorry to disturb. And I said, it's fine. No, it's not an issue. He asked me, did you get scared? I said, no, why I should be? I just left off, and anyway, my neighbor was there, and I knew these neighbors are there. So I, even if wanted some help or something happened, I could just scream and probably alert my neighbors or the owner. Yes, who? Which neighbor? And like then in the next house, in the third floor, our house is in the left side. The next house, Eh, next house, no one is there. From past 1 year, it is empty. Like, I was thinking, I think, what, what do you mean? I could hear these vessels. They were cooking something, doing something there. He took me, come outside. We went to the corner. Look at the door. It was locked. It is locked. No one is here. Probably someone. No, you will not hear from far because the next house is at least 100 meters away. You will not hear vessels and all from there. I mean, I did not think through it, but then probably in the first floor or the owner is was making some noise. I could probably I was hearing somewhere close by. Maybe it sounded close by. It, in the entire building, no one is there. It was just you. I got even more. At that time, I got a bit scared. What do you mean entire building? Yesterday, the owner was there. No, he has gone to some function. Morning only, he had told me. Morning only, they have left. That's why I asked you while going to this hospital in the night that will you be okay to stay alone? I said, when you said stay alone, I thought I staying alone in this house, not the entire building. And then he said, no, it was entire building. I meant entire building. In this entire 3 floors and in 100 meters radius, you are the only person who is sleeping in this room. And for a second, I did not know what it was because I could hear so clearly. And immediately after 10 seconds, he only told, my colleague who stayed with me, even he has reported the same thing. When I am not there, when he stays in alone, he hears some people talking. He hears some people conversing. He could hear someone cooking something in the kitchen. And he had checked that and he got scared, and that is why he left this research uh, PhD, and he has gone back to his native, I think somewhere North Karnataka. He has gone back. I did not tell you before, but this is what he told me. I did not believe that, but now you are also telling me the same thing, that there is someone who is okay. And I when I stay here, I don't hear anything. So that was the time I realized, okay, probably there are some things we don't know what it is. And that was a completely unknown neighbor. And this has happened 2-3 times with him. I mean when he and I go to different places, I could hear few things which he could not hear. And this was a very clear indication that something was happening there. And then I kind of connected the dots, that kumkum, going to that Koragaja temple and coming here, and from the temple, whatever I got near, because I had kept it near the window, the sound was, it was becoming very agitated. It was a agitated sound, someone shouting, someone screaming. Yeah, so that is when I that was the kind of, I mean, next day I did not stay alone. And I said I will I will not stay alone. And yeah, I mean, 2 days later, yes, he said, yeah. After hearing you also telling me the same thing, I think it is better, and I'll also inform the owner that some strange things are happening. Please do something about it. I said, yeah, please do that. And even I was concerned because he was staying alone now. Then thankfully he was not. He could not hear anything. Probably it did not affect him. But me and his colleague always used to hear these noises from an unknown neighbor. Yeah, that was my unknown neighbor journey. Thank you. Thank you for listening.